And if you're gonna tell me, yeah, but we are not doing something like that. No, you're not doing something like that, but you're doing it with a baby. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Puppet again, as usual, bring you guys another video. Life is Gucci, you know. And I just saw this whole situation that you have this interesting couple, this transgender woman trying to breastfeed a baby. And I'm like, why are we so delusional? It doesn't make any sense. So there is this show called 9 Months with Courtney Cox, and yeah, they're trying to breastfeed a baby. And I'm like, guys, you do know that's not gonna work, right? We can minimize that with testosterone, we can minimize it with estrogen, that is thing that you actually put in your body. But we can't create something that's inside a woman or a man into your body. That's not possible. You don't have the glands. You will never be able to produce milk. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that I didn't want to create a biased video, so I did some research and actually it is possible to lactate. But the thing is, it's not related to childbirth or nursing. It's actually related to stuff that actually causes a lot of stress. So it's not a normal thing that men can do it. As described here, male breastfeeding is possible, but production of the hormone prolactin is necessary to induce lactation. So male lactation does not occur under normal condition. Also, the male breast lacks special lobules that are anatomically present in a female breast. Demporidone is a drug that can be used to increase lactation. Male lactation has been seen during recovery from starvation, told you about the World War thing, and that may be because the glands that produce hormones recover more quickly than the liver. So your liver is kind of damaged. We're not gonna do anything to your liver to, hey, now you can feel like a mom. That's not gonna work. Which absorbs hormone, leading to high hormone levels. Spontaneous production of milk not associated with childbirth, known as galactorrhea or something, can occur in male and female. All I'm saying is I know what my body can, and if my body could in an exception, we should use that exception to change everybody's way of thinking. That's all I'm saying. This is a grandma breastfeeding. You know why she can? It's not because she wants to, it's just because a baby, the way they suck on the breast, it can reactivate it if it has been activated previously, right? So if you have a breast and you like to have funky with your husband and it's always that's never gonna work. But if you were a mom before, it can reactivate. That's what only biological women can do. But the fact that they're trying to do something like that, I'm like, dude, you know it's not possible. And I know you're gonna cry about it. But why would you do that? So to give you a good context, what is happening is that you have a transgender woman with a transgender man, right? They both made the baby. So literally it's the both roles switch over and they want to do stuff with each other. And hey, if you want to do that, good. If you can birth a baby, good. I don't mind.
I'm either having I got a poop cramps or labor is starting. We're on our way.
Do not come on this video and be saying like, well, we can take care of a kid too. We can do this and that. I'm not saying that. Of course you can take care of a kid. But I don't see the reason that you have people that believe we can do something beyond human nature and then cry about it. My wife, for example, could not breastfeed. And she was hurt because she thought if I cannot breastfeed my baby, I'm not a real woman. And the baby was crying a lot. So she started using pumps. And I told her, honey, it's not working. The pumps is not pulling enough. Our baby doesn't have the right mount dynamic because of eating too many soft food, generational issue, and he could not latch on and that type of breast that my wife had. And we could have kept trying it for a longer time. The problem was he was not eating at all. My baby was dehydrated.
Having a baby. I'm trusting my body through this process and honestly in a way I never have before. I'm not totally sure if labor is starting, but something is happening.
My love, how you doing?
Contracting all over the place.
We should probably I remember when I saw that and I was telling people something isn't right. Because when you feed a baby, usually they sleep for I don't know, like 3 hours or something like that. But no, my baby didn't. My baby woke up every 50 minutes and then woke up, and suddenly slept 4 hours long. I was like, yes, a success. In other words, my baby was so tired that he fell hard asleep. And there just came a moment that one of my friend came by, touched my wife's breast and told her, why is your breast so hard after breastfeeding? That doesn't make any sense. We went to the hospital and found out that my baby was dehydrated. Do you know what I had to tell my wife? I know you want to believe in God and all gangster stuff and everything that we have been through, but you have this gangster breast. Back in the day, if your breast didn't work, you're gonna get some maiden or somebody else to feed your baby. That's what people do. And right now it has to be a bottle. I don't look down on you if you can't do it, but I cannot handle the fact that I was right that my baby was dehydrating, but you were too much in your emotion that I need to confirm that my breast is working. I was like, dude, you woman, whatever. What? I don't care. My wife doesn't care about that. But the point is, I told her you have to make sense of the reality. The baby is suffering. I don't care how you feel. It's about the baby. So I told her, like, be the gangster woman that you wanna be. Stop pretending about your breast. You're gonna go to the hospital, take your special pill so you don't produce any more milk, because if you keep producing, it can affect your health. People, it's bad. You don't want milk to be solid in your breast. That's kind of negative for your body. Look it up on YouTube. It's not healthy. Reality check. I had to give her a reality check. So the fact that I see certain people even attempt something gangster like that, just attempt it because they hope the longer I let them suck on the nipple, maybe I will suddenly sprout the milk gland or something like that. I mean, what are you on about? That's not gonna happen. That's not science. Are you freaking kidding me? You want to feel like a mother? Then get the milk out from the other one, right? Put it in a bag here, create a gangster nipple feeling, and then you can at least pretend or do whatever you want. I don't mind that. You do you at home. But the fact that you're trying to do something beyond something that is natural, that I assume most transgender female or male would agree with me, you're not supposed to do that.
We didn't have any conversations about what to do if my midwife didn't show up. I'm very unprepared to give birth by myself.
Now the issue that they're experiencing right now is ID. The kid needs an ID and they need to know who the mother is and who the father is. They need to know who physically is what. I don't know if this is gonna have like any consequences in life, but I don't think the way you identify as a real body should be also your gender that has to be on the ID. It's freaking confusing. People need to be able to identify exactly what they need to identify as quickly as possible, especially if it's something important. You can be saying that people are bigot or whatever, but when you're so sensitive about everything, it's gonna be weird. I think certain countries are getting so fat, so rich, so comfortable that they believe everything should be a human right. No, it's not a human right. I have one eye. Is it my human right to be able to feel like a man with two eyes? I don't freaking care. I think what I'm trying to say, there's a reality check that you need to be able to handle this stuff correctly. And being a mother or a father, sometimes you need to go against your partner because your instinct is telling you something is wrong. And I had to let my wife do specific things because I want her to feel comfortable. I don't want her to experience depression or whatever. But I think it's different when it's a matter of the health of the baby. And you need to have somebody that you can trust and that you can tell them exactly what they have to do. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think they are actually pioneering the idea that I can tell you the truth and you will adapt and you won't assume that I'm attacking you with violence because I don't agree with your opinion or the delusion that you might be identifying with. And if you're gonna be like delusion is a bad word, you should let a baby suck on a man's boob.
Are we not assigning a sex to the baby? DC is forcing me to label myself as the mother, and that's not the case. Paterna is the mother.
This whole birth certificate thing is really, it's really causing me a lot of hurt. Trans women can be mothers.
The fact that maybe the baby will even recognize your smell and won't even accept your breast anymore and always wants to go to the other breast, if the breast is there, because I'm not sure what the transgender man has done with her breast. But then again, yes, she's taking stuff, so maybe they don't even work anymore. So you have to go buy milk. You have to. Also, I find it weird that you're like, you know what, I'm a transgender man, but on my ID of my kid, it has to be a female. That happened already to a lady here in Spain. She was like, I'm the first transgender man that had a baby. And the politician said, no. Man don't have a baby. You're a woman. Twitter banned the dude. The whole government in the end just decided, hey man, we cannot do this because for medical reasons or for security reason, we need to be able to identify you as soon as possible. Because when the police is going to look for you, they're going to identify you by your biological features. Imagine, just imagine, you got kidnapped, right? And they said, you know what, only the women are allowed to go. And you're there trapped with a bunch of men, with a few women. Are you gonna come out and say, hey man, I'm a real woman? It can be related to being attacked. It can be related because they need to do some operation. It can be related to something for a health risk. I don't know. Normally people don't mind if you're the only person affected. But the fact that a baby might be affected, I think a lot of people will draw the line. And if you seem delusional with this gangster stuff that you're doing, I would never agree with it. Because I expect you as a transgender woman to know your breasts are not gonna work. A man that lost a wife and he has to do everything. Do you really think that he cares about how he's being identified? That I'm a man but I do both jobs? Heck no, nobody cares about it unless you're so superficial and you're so selfish. And the fact that I'm gonna pioneer that stuff, I'm gonna tell you, your pioneering is not gonna help the baby get milk out of your chest. That's not gonna happen. There is a certain extent people can help you with your way of thinking. Please come back to the reality, even if that reality is being a transgender woman, but biologically I know what you are. It makes me realize that your intention of having the baby is not exactly what I thought it should have been. You know you can't. Don't tell me I didn't know, I thought. No, you know you can't. Officially, if you do something like that, people could actually remove the baby from you. I'm not even joking, but we have all these weird things that we need to understand, bada beam, bada boom. Stop creating loopholes. A real mother, and don't come with it, oh, did you call me a real? No, a real mother in her values doesn't care about herself. She only cares about the baby. As much that she can almost fight her husband. You have no idea how much the baby is gonna suffer. And you're gonna say in the end that if something happened to the baby, well, my intentions were right. And people vouch for my feelings, so they give me the possibility to do it. People, nah man. No, man. No. But the fact that you're saying that you guys can switch and choose what do you wanna be. I do a lot of dishes. You know what? I like the dishes. I don't care. It's always a feminine job, so you might be the mother. No. I wanted to be a father. I wanted to take care of another person till they were 18. I didn't just want to have a baby to prove a point that I can do it. I didn't have a baby to show everybody that told me, well, man cannot take care of a baby. No, I just do whatever I have to do. I don't promote it to everybody. My action shows it.
Oh, I put it over here.
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk.
Because you're a... You know what I wanted to say.
It's okay, because we're going to supplement the feeding with formula so that my baby's still getting the nutrients that they need, but I'm still feeling hopeful.
You're replacing with a supplement. Which supplement? You don't have anything that you're replacing. What do you mean you're hopeful? Hopeful for what? Do you know there's an issue right now that some mothers breastfeed that leave the baby because they like the baby keeps crying? That's why you have a freaking pacifier. You're not supposed to use your breast as a pacifier. You're gonna use a baby as a pacifier. You won't be able to do almost anything in the house, and the other dad has to go do everything, and you're gonna chill 24/7. Or then you wanna hold the baby with one hand to breastfeed like a gangster. You're gonna have to do the mother's work, cooking and everything, and all the accidents can happen. You don't see the snowball. You know the snowball that keeps growing. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I appreciate you so much for all your work. And I appreciate you also, baby. I couldn't have done it without you.
There's a lot of people that have no idea what they're doing, man. Especially with those that get kids with autistic futures that have no idea what the heck they're going. It's like so bad. We just live in a society that people feel so comfortable that we actually find issues in places that they're not even supposed to exist, which I'm just kind of surprised. I mean, I don't know what kind of damage it's gonna do to a baby that you put your chest or your nipple or whatever in their mouth and he's trying to suck to it and then he's gonna realize it's not gonna work. But then again, once you give a baby the bottle, they get so used and how easy the bottle is, they will never wanna go back to your nipple. Are you gonna cry about that my baby doesn't want my nipple? No, that's a natural reaction. You can't force that. You can't use your baby to justify in the way that, look, I'm a mother now. At least he's nippling on my nipple. No, it's not about you, ladies and gentlemen. Be careful how we are passing these laws and all this stuff. I know that right now in Spain it's not gonna go through. Because if you do something like that, people are gonna be like, whoa. You are born as you are. Stop trying to change the stuff to justify that you can do something. I want to be a gangster person too. I want to be able to swim a lot underwater just like Aquaman. But I know I can't do it because I can die. And if you're going to tell me, yeah, but we are not doing something like that. No, you're not doing something like that. But you're doing it with a baby. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Comment section. You guys are free to give your opinion. I would like if it can be kind of nice, as articulate as I told some people. Look, man, we don't want to be gangster, homophobic, and all this stuff. Because the moment you say something gangster, the door will shut. Nobody is listening to you. And that is the reason why we're at this position. We try to communicate something, the door closed, and then we just stop because why even bother? We need to be able to speak to people like a human being and try to have some common sense and pull some of them into reality. Because if we don't do that, these disillusional situations are going to go affecting kids, and I would be so sad if I see that. This is the world that I brought my baby into. And if this keeps going sometimes like this, I'm gonna leave the city. Because I don't think it's healthy for both of you. But it's a danger to the kid. Even if you don't agree. Go tell your grandma. Let's see what she thinks about it. But she's old school, right? So she doesn't have a right of an opinion. And I'm the authoritarian, right? That's that word, right? I'm the gangster. I'm the fascist. Come on, people.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Put a fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam tur loqueta verdeta welcome.